everybody's ready, but it's live.
Are we ready? Are we live? Are we ready to go? Ooh, I like the way this camera making me look. Ooh, are we live here? Are we live here?
We're live.
Are we live?
Oh my gosh.
Live.
But guess what?
What?
I'm not properly seated.
Okay, find your position.
I can't.
Don't knock the table off.
Oh my god.
I like your shirt, by the way.
Thanks, yours is cute too.
Fine.
Okay, so what's going on here?
Okay, so we got a position on. I like what it's giving. I'm digging it. Okay. All right. So let's go. Let's go.
What?
Oh, this is a legit. This is a real version, and we don't own the rights to this music.
We do not own the rights to this music. Gotta catch us today, YouTube.
But we want to do a throwback for y'all, like back in the day. And I'm gonna explain my heritage to y'all. Now, hey. If you
I gave the little sister lots of little bit of water today. You gave her a little bit of water today.
I added a few new pieces. Y'all, I gotta. I can't tell y'all.
You can't even show it.
I can't show it.
Over here on YouTube, they might be able to see. You know, get your that was a custom piece for Eb Deceleb because you know, you guys, if you have been paying attention, GemDTwin has been developing lock jewelry, specifically kind of dedicated to sister locks and the micro locks, really small because we don't have nothing for our hair yet. But your little locks have stuff in your hair, but we need for these smaller, more delicate locks, we need things that are a little bit lighter and stuff like that. So definitely Lock Jewels by Gem. So soon I will leave my whole Instagram page and stuff like that and tell you how you can order, from you, how you can order for your friends and your sisters and your cousins and your auntie and them. But some of them are definitely in my hair. But over the weekend, I made more Eb Deceleb because she's a Leo and she would have it no other way. So make one for her on the spot.
Yes, she did, guys.
On the double.
Yes, she did.
You know,
she most definitely did.
Yeah, so she was like, "Oh, you got your two? So can I get my lock? Can I get mine?"
I didn't say that. Because I'm going to tell you why I was with her all weekend.
Yes,
once
we got to get to that, to this brewing.
Exactly. Because I think our tea, we was brewing our own.
We was brewing our tea.
We was definitely brewing our tea.
So when I say, okay, so, you know, there's a brewing. And for this brewing tea segment, we are going to be talking about SipsTea the Show brewing their own tea, okay, over this weekend. So definitely, you know, hi, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget, we are on YouTube. We're here in the tea spot. Hope you guys are out chilling now, getting all into the groove. You know, that getting your cup full.
Get your cup. And I'm going to tell you also why I'm not drinking.
Yeah, where your cup at?
I'm not drinking because your girl got a 6 o'clock flight, so I cannot be tipsy. However, I have indulged in other libations, those that are also legal, to give me a nice high.
She got a little bazooka.
So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling ready about this weekend. A lot to tell about that. The Suga Honey Iced TEA. I got some shit for that. Okay. I got some shit to award.
You have the nominee.
I wanted it last year, but I was nominee. And I'm going to tell you why. Shout out to the cast. Before I do that,
okay,
I want to say thank you all for watching.
Yes.
Thank you.
And hanging with the kids.
Hanging with us.
Hanging with the kids.
You know? it takes a fighter to stay on this roller coaster.
If y'all over here, okay, so you can't see on YouTube, but I feel as though.
But I like it if you scoot back.
I mean, I'm a different color. Like Jim,
I like the way you look in it, though. Actually, I look in it too. I mean,
I think that was the most important part. But whatever. Yeah, I think the most important part.
I said do our lighting over
No, I just feel like there's like here and here and here.
I see
where I'm a little like some Rihanna shimmer powder, whatever that is. Like. Do the wind thing and like make my hair blow, and then I'll go like this.
Let's see you do the wind thing. Do the wind thing.
I need a fan. Anyway, y'all. Thank you for tuning into SipsTea the Show. It is Wednesday, Hump Day, and the first question we gotta ask is what? Okay. Yes.
Your cup. I don't have a cup tonight, only because your girl is traveling tomorrow. Morning, hopefully to do some connection. I'm going to Georgia, Peachtree, Georgia. I might enter into Atlanta, but I'm actually going to Peachtree, Georgia. So I'm looking forward to that. Also, we're back and forth there frequently trying to make connects. I think there's a lot of things happening in Atlanta. And I think that, with such great reaction from our show last week, let us know we need to get in there. And that's okay.
Okay, wait a minute. You guys have, well, first of all, shout out to last week's guest.
Valencia J.
Valencia J. As a matter of fact, shout out to all of our guests. We hope you guys are still engaged and still watching because we definitely follow you. We want to know what's going on, what's really, really good. When we talk about you brewing, you before and after. So hopefully everybody is still tuning in and still watching SipsTea the Show. So you can be on the lookout for us brewing our tea and brewing other people's tea and get it. But okay, yeah. So shout out to Valencia J. And on that note, what Eb Deceleb was saying was how y'all let us know if you think we need to get. Look, I'm gonna do my song. Do y'all think ratchet or no? Like a little bit
on the shit.
A little more of this, a little less of this.
But I like when we do this.
I mean, I like this.
I like when we do that.
This is somewhat, presidential, and we're gonna just do a little bit of this. Exactly. And GemDTwin, I like to switch it up. You know what I mean? I like to be, real things sometimes, and then sometimes we gotta put my tongue out and let you know what's really good, what's really, really, really good. So that's what that is. But anyway, shout out to Valencia J. And don't forget, you guys, if you are mentioning SipsTea the Show and you are going to Valencia browse or do some other kind of yes, she most definitely did. If you mention the film SipsTea the Show, you can get that good old discount.
But once again, guys, thank you guys so much. Consistency is key, and we're going to jump right into it. Got to get through those segments.
Yeah.
And I'm
starting a timer right now.
So let's start that timer.
And
what's up, y'all? It's Wednesday, halfway through the week, and I'm ready. And with that being said, I wanted you to put this in. You guys were just
put in what?
This pass. I want to know.
Oh my God! I'm like, what?
What's your pass?
First of all, no. Ain't a pass code. Phone wreaking all kinds of havoc. Who knows? You never know.
I'm sorry.
Eb Deceleb might be sending ghost messages and stuff.
Oh,
she
no.
Check people's pages and stuff.
Oh, no.
Under GemDTwin. But as usual, we will start this show with tea, and I know Eb Deceleb got some stuff for us.
I do, but I will say for this show before I go any further, we don't own the rights to any other music because I'm not about to keep preferences. But what I will be doing is watching that language because of the fact that we got to make sure we use it for all eyes.
Yeah.
And the masses might not want to hear my mother effing tongue.
Somewhat.
Okay.
Somewhat.
Okay.
I still say it in the info.
Yeah, I'm feeling my hair. Oh my God. Maybe it's is I don't know. All right, and I'm gonna tell you why. I got my hair like this, because this is not a normal everyday thing, Eb Deceleb thing, but because your girl is going to Georgia, try to play the part.
You want to be
I want to be a Georgia peach. Do I look like a Georgia peach?
Okay, if you want to. She does. She definitely looks like, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's very DC-esque, but I feel like you know.
I was actually thinking of the brat when I did this, though.
Okay,
that's actually what I was thinking about.
She likes you. She appreciates you.
Okay. Shout out to the brat. Okay. In your head, dude. So my positivity for today, though. Once again, guys, I keep my positivity to my weeks. Right? I have to keep it real. What helps me get that I need to read today? So I keep it to my week. So I think that this is just so from. I just went back into that consistency about
always.
So it says for me, life is not a rehearsal. Each day is a new show. No repeat, no rewind. So give your best. Shot in all your worth.
I'm gonna need you to read it. I mean, you better. We're gonna rewind her. See what happens when she can't. She can like.
I can't. Okay, because I done read it like 4 times, probably every day this week. So I said, life is not a rehearsal. Each day is a new show. No repeat, no rewind. So give your best shot in all your worthy acts, as the show must always go on.
So give your best shot in all your worthy acts. All right.
Because the show. Oh, did you want to read it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, would you like to read it?
We all know that I am an orator.
Okay, did you come up with it? Was it related to you? But seriously though, this was just like every day you got to get up and do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You can't repeat. You cannot rewind the day before. We're not in a time machine. Life get hit with a curveball, bam. You keep it moving, bam. You keep it moving, because at the end of the day, you gotta stay the course, and that's what's important too. I think both of us is just staying the course, regardless of what a situation might get. Does not matter. We're gonna continue to stay the course, and remember, yesterday is yesterday. I cannot live in the past.
It already happened. It's done.
All I can do is live in the present and hope for the future.
Absolutely. And hey, Mary, we see you on YouTube. And yes, you do. Yes, you definitely do. You gotta stay the course. You gotta keep it moving. And I'm just gonna go ahead. She got all the quotes open. And the one.
Let me slide it to you, girl. Let me see which one I like the best.
But really, the plainest. Oh, first of all, let me tell you guys to check out GemDTwin's page. If you look on, I've been posting some things recently, and I'm with SipsTea the Show, and I also hashtag them. This is a freebie. This one's for free.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I'm gonna just throw out some things. Let me tell y'all, my mind, and I don't know if this is everybody or if this is a Gemini thing, but my mind is constantly, and certain things just come to me, and I'm just.
I like that freebie actually that you gave. You should actually read that freebie.
I don't.
Let me pull, because that was actually really
which freebie. But I did like over the past week or so, whatever. I did 2 freebies. You know what I'm saying? One of them was about love, and I remember that one, which I think is very, very important, because that one actually. I have to give you a direct quote.
From
my quote. I got to give you a direct quote of a GemDTwin original. But these are things that just come to me. Anybody, I'm giving you your sincere thoughts and things that just come to me on the fly. And Facebook gives me a way to do it. Twitter gives me a way to do it. Don't forget to check us out on Twitter, because I'm very alone in the SipsTea the Show room on Twitter. So if you were Twitter head and you tweet and stuff, please
do.
Like because
she really loves her Twitter. Okay.
Because I'm trying to build our Twitter page and everything. So one of them. Oh, I can't go to that. Okay. So the last one that I posted, this was I actually think kind of geared towards our affinity. Mm-hmm. But it says, until you love them on the days that you really like them, that on the days that you don't really like them that much. Yes. until you Yes, right.
Okay.
Until you love them on the days that you don't really like them that much, don't utter such a meaningful 4-letter word. That's pretty much it. It just says maybe, and that's okay too. And I think, that was something we can get into that a little bit more during the affinity.
When is it okay to say the LOVE word?
Yeah.
So let's talk.
We'll talk about that during affinity. Girl, keep me open. I can talk about that during affinity. Okay. But I did like something very, very simple, which also I think kind of definitely hit home on our week, was simply put, the show.
Yeah.
In life, in whatever is going on, the show must go on. All of us, even the ups, the show. You can't even sit in your success very long before you have to keep it pushing. You have got to keep it moving.
Cardi B put out one song and they were just asking about when's the next one.
Exactly.
When's the next song? When's the next
life is like
girl out here about to rip her hair out. Please the people.
Okay. And she having a whole baby. Like they're like, okay, whatever.
Baby what?
So when we saw you on stage with a little baby and stuff, you got your little belly, your belly is fat, but that ain't gonna stop you. So the people, absolutely, whether you're in theater or regular life, the show must go on, and one monkey don't stop on no show. So you gotta keep on moving. Don't you be that, let nobody else be that monkey that stops the show. Period, point blank and flat out. We just don't. We don't have liberty to just stop because we want to stop. The world keeps going around us. I remember actually when one of my best friends passed, and that was the realest thing that happened to me, was just realizing that no matter what I wanted at that time, the world was not going to stop. Mm-hmm. This show had to go on. They still expected me at work, expected me to be their mom. My sister still expected me to be her sister. My mom still expected me to be her daughter. I still had to be myself and keep moving.
To make a change. Every day
to make a change. And that's the only thing that's in life is change. Yes. That's the only thing that you can count on, is that things will change. Absolutely. Say absolutely, girl.
Absolutely, girl. God damn it, girl.
And I will tell you guys, I had an exceptionally rough week, but out of this rough week was like relational things happened to me, and that was just in kind of having conversations with other people. Y'all know I be hitting that Uber move, and it's some really amazing things that happen. Yeah, and don't try to steal Uber Chronicles, babe, because that's a GemDTwin thing, sweetie. And you heard the show.
And source us.
Check my face, source. I'm source. But yeah, there are some amazing things that happen in the Uber or whatever rideshare you guys decide to use. Some great things go down in there, and it's really about having conversations and connection with sometimes women, sometimes men, but it's all a human experience and we all go through. So let's get to brewing this tea. Can we brew this tea? I'm so excited. Can we brew tea? It's time to brew the tea?
Yeah.
You still being positive?
Because I got this one quote I'm looking for, guys, so we could do it for him. It really hits home, but I can't seem to find it.
Okay, can we not just look for it?
Anywho, no, definitely want to talk about brewing tea this week. That the show will always continue.
And hey, baby, show up and show the fuck out. I'm sorry, I had to drop that song, but
every time,
show up and show out. That's all you can do. That's all you can do.
And speaking of now, I think we showed up.
We did show up.
And we showed out. That was my one word. We showed out this weekend.
Yeah, we did.
We showed out with the detox tea. We preached, my Negro. Okay.
We preach what we see.
Is that
what?
That?
No.
Speak what we preach. We act what we preach.
Practice what you preach. Practice.
I'm trying to stop cursing.
Look, it's all because she hasn't had any tea, honey.
I ain't had no tea.
But we definitely practiced what we preached this weekend. It was the real deal. SipsTea the Show actually was making presents, making opportunity. actually, you know, be out there. Like, we have to meet people. We have to, you know, we can't just bring people to brew tea if we're not meeting people.
We gotta bring people to meet people.
And I strongly believe that there is awesomeness all times. And you you know what I'm saying? We really just have to be there.
We met a lot of awesome people.
We met a lot of awesome people this weekend.
And we had fun doing it.
We had an amazing time.
It was cool.
If you guys saw some videos this weekend, first thing, shout out Capitol Heights, the town of who had their Capitol Heights Day over the weekend. And they had SipsTea the Show, and we were out there marching, honey. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm telling you. The bus is coming. And I'm gonna tell you, Eb Deceleb under the bus.
I was out there, y'all. I started off ready. Okay, I was like, let's get it.
We all started off ready. But the reason I have to throw her under the bus is because that parade nearly killed. Not that. Oh, okay. So I really had some thoughts in my head about whether I was gonna pass out, and if I did, what would happen. And you know, things start going through your head. Number one, you want to know if you had them clean drawers on, like your grandmama said. I don't care how many showers you took. When you feel like you about to pass out, it's not the, you know, your life flashing beforehand. Do I have? Okay, yeah, I did put underwear on today. Okay,
y'all, she was sitting there talking about my drawers match. I got holes in my drawers because I
didn't say about the holes. I said, do they match?
Yeah, she needs a job.
She didn't say on national TV. She's just trying to say on the whole YouTube that I said to her a damn lie that I said to her, do my whole drawers have holes in them. I'll wait.
Like I said.
And when I said I was going to listen, and I damn sure wouldn't be asking you or letting you hear me. If I had that, it would be I'd be like, that would be a private freaking thought. Never hear me say, I wonder, Eb Deceleb, I thought I was going to pass out, and I was wondering if I had holes in my drawers. Dang, I was trying to make a joke, and I took it to the clean thing. I was like, make sure you got them clean drawers on.
But she was saying this stuff out loud.
I had to tell Eb Deceleb. I said, you know what? For a second there. First of all, I didn't tell her nothing until after we came off of the. We stopped the whole thing. Okay, after we got through, she wanted to sit there. Mind you, she wants to sit there and have conversation. I said, oh, now. She was steady talking. I was gone because you know what? At this point, I need to sit the frack down. I have to sit it down. Not only did I need to sit down, I needed some air because even maybe less than an hour after that.
We timed that. Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Thank you, Lord.
Yes, we were in two parades and we missed the rain. That was so freaking awesome. Yeah, you did that, JC.
You know why? Because it was that.
But we were supposed to do it.
It's like that.
Then we was gonna take out. Run for shelter. All of this natural hair, so we could be out in whatever kind of rainstorm we want to mess with my hair, but it wasn't happening. It was not gonna happen. She was like, not this lady, not this hair. But yes, what I was gonna throw her under the bus because I said, let's put the banner on the car. She kind of laughed me out. I planned on us having a car float. And she laughed me out. And fine, you want to carry it? We'll just carry it. We're going to practice what we preach. We're going to walk this mickety flick in this parade around the, excuse me, guys, if you know anything about the town of Capitol Heights, you can actually look. The town of Capitol Heights is known for hills with a freaking Z. Hills. Capitol Heights, the town of Capitol Heights, is known for hills. So we are in the parade walking with our lovely baby. It was just crazy. And guess what? We also made we affirmed to each other that we were going to get our detox tea together. Why? Because we were behind the Capitol Heights. I think they. But
here's the thing.
No, we were behind.
We were behind the people who were
behind. We were behind, yes.
And we still couldn't keep up.
No.
And they were in a whole car.
But the Capitol Heights steppers, though.
They had it.
You guys have to look. Look at the footage. Look at the footage.
I was going to pull it up, but y'all need to just look at it. They was getting it like this.
Yeah, they was. But imagine yourself looking at a group of older people, some seniors, some just like older, like maybe 50 or so, whatever. And they are, you know, and behind them is a clown car, and you got the characters, and they doing their little songs, and they doing all of this in a costume, so you know they're hot. But they got their car moving. They're doing it. And then you got GemDTwin and Eb Deceleb, SipsTea the Show, barely making.
And look, whole time, then the signs like this. I'm like, sign. Pull the sign
to the crowd.
And then I get a show. And
so all of this arm and this arm, child, it was on.
Shout them out for helping us with that. That was huge.
Because we were missing our third or fourth, whoever else helps us see the show. Them cars, yes, they did, honey.
They did.
So I hope viewers from that, you know, actually hooked up with us, and if not, we hope that you watch this show a little bit later. We was definitely honey, networking.
I still got a lot of. I should have wore some of it before y'all want to show.
Is in the car, actually.
We could have put on a little unicorn thing, and
so it was the Pride Parade, Capitol Pride Parade for the Washington D.C. area was this weekend. Area or whatever for Marriott, and so that was really, really nice.
Look here, anybody who's going to be watching this show that I work with, here we are. Look,
Boop. Listen, that was her weekend.
I was still shouting out Cambria.
We all know about the Cambria. Okay.
But I did have to wear that Marriott International shirt.
And she really did. She really did.
I cut it up then.
You probably couldn't even see it say Marriott.
Because I was like.
But yeah, I mean, well, maybe they'll, you know, come out next year.
Yeah. Well, no, here's the thing. They did have a flood. I saw on that they were going past. Because we've got other new management last year, they did reach out to us, and we did hear because we had a new general manager. I don't know if they were able to connect or not. I don't know. But
Face is not feeling.
Yeah, because I would have definitely marched for choice. I would have probably. I had a lot of fun though.
Yeah, absolutely.
We did. We had and you met some cool people as well.
Met some great people. Pride Parade. As you guys, if you guys don't know, and I will say this, this was, although I've been in the area for quite some time, this was my first Capitol. Absolutely. Absolutely. This was my first time actually. And you guys, it's so very gay. Like, as far as, you know, my favorite colors are the rainbow girl. Yeah. I used to wear rainbow stuff all the time just because, you know, to show support and pride and just because it's cute, you know, that kind of thing. I'm all about that. To date, always kind of over it. I was like, well, whatever. Nobody needs to deal with that. It's going to be, I just thought it was going to be hectic, and it was just. And guess what?
Your girl,
I was a fan of my sleep, and I was not trying. And sometimes, you know, you have to like fight with the DC traffic. So shout out to the ride shares as well. People close to where they needed to get to, you know, because parking is in that area when you're trying to do that. So it kind of worked out this year, but this was my first one, so it was extra special. And not only was it the first one on the sidelines. It was the first one to actually be there. And many, it was amazing.
Okay.
There are not,
we were together.
We don't, yeah, we were together. We don't know how many, I don't know right now how many exhibitors or whatever, people in the parade.
There were a lot.
That parade went on and on and on.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And you have to think, all of the people that participated in that parade were people that were either of the LGBTQ community or you know, you better show some support for, because you want our money. All of those things, those people represented people that were there that we could actually talk to and kind of connect with. So when I say awesome, it was an awesome opportunity. You know what I mean? So I'm happy. I was definitely for it. Yes. Shout out to Eb Deceleb for getting your girl, you know, to see the show. We did. We had
definitely
fun
out there brewing the tea. I'm looking forward to doing more things like that. And also, we go out there to brew the tea so we can bring it back to you guys.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, we can know them, but it's important for y'all to know. You know, we're going to consistently continue to do that. Go out and find the people to interview. People ain't going to come to us. We're going to find y'all.
And you know what? Everybody, so many people have a story. And if you go to the right places, and let me say this, in the midst of brewing our tea, Eb Deceleb lineup for this weekend for SipsTea the Show was out of control. We had about 5 places that we needed to, you know what I mean? And so some places, I have to say, we did not make it to. And it wasn't, you know, it kind of was like a we got stuck kind of thing. You know, we're in DC, but you got to do what you do where you are, and the show must go on. You know, I was a little disappointed that we didn't get to some of the places and, you know, meet with some of the places, people that we wanted to meet with, or who was the plan. But the only thing constant is change, and sometimes plans change, things change. You know what I mean? What's that?
So with that being said, what change that happened? So for us, tea time, there's been in the media and social media, obviously, also. And, you know, I want to shout out the gentleman, the chef who passed away, another guy, since last week, who committed suicide.
I'm sorry.
Hell. What the hell?
Sorry.
Hey!
That was so inappropriate. I'm so sorry.
All right.
I'm so sorry.
We're
okay.
not even gonna do a
yes. Back to the show.
We're not even gonna do a moment of silence.
Yes, we should. Okay. So first of all,
you ready for it?
I am.
Okay.
I'm sorry. That was whack. But I'll tell you what happened a little bit later.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because that was so like inappropriately timed. I don't even. It couldn't have been any more inappropriate.
Okay.
So I'm so sorry, but please go ahead, give a shout out
to the guy who passed away, the chef who passed away all around the world, traveled all around, had the TV shows and all that great stuff. But it's unfortunate to really have news to share like this. What is the word I'm looking
almost
for?
Consistently. Almost consistently.
Yeah, you know, because we had Kate Spade last week, and then, you know, it's like every day there's something. Hey, people are taking their lives. Every day lives are being taken.
Right.
And we're not woke, people. We're not woke.
And we have to stop throwing that little word. I think people are just, you're not woke, or are you woke, or whatever the case may be. Like, seriously, be freaking aware. Be aware of what's going on, and what's aware of your neighbor, and and that everybody goes through it, and everybody can go through it. And, you know, I have a mental health background, so I am used to seeing people go through things. And I also saw, you know, signs in myself, to be honest. So, you know, I think we all experience depression. We all experience anxiety at some point. It's just sometimes that's to a greater or lesser degree, and you never know how bad it is for somebody else. And we all need to be aware that these are people who have everything that you think you want. That
is the like shock. If we're not woke now, we're talking about We're not talking about somebody who is
living
60
on the
days
street
behind on their rent, about
right.
to get put out, getting beat every day, blah, 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 committing suicide. We're talking about people who have it all. To us.
In
right?
our mind.
What we consider success, right? But really have nothing at all, and taking their lives are there to prove that.
Aware of what it is they do have.
Exactly. Or what it is that you might go through. People, you really got to stay woke and wake up and realize there's a situation going on.
Yeah.
And we're all a part of this situation. And until we decide to do what we need to do to fix the situation, we're going to stay in the situation.
And if social media has helped or hurt the situation.
And I'm glad we're bringing up social media.
If there was this happening that we just didn't know about because we were not as connected by social media, these were things that only would have been reported via the news. But we already know that so far, there have been people who actually have taken their life on social media.
Yeah.
Suicides, I'm sorry, or two alleged suicides back to back in the public eye. And actually the radio on 95.5 today, a similar conversation, and they were actually Jada Pinkett, which I have to look into myself, because she was actually talking about her experience with depression and how she herself been in that very same mode herself, that same mindset where suicide became an option. You know what I'm saying? I can't ever say that for me, suicide became a real thing. Everybody, if you've ever had those thoughts or very, very down and dark thoughts,
anybody's
they take you places. Yeah. First of all, they take you places where you don't belong.
Absolutely.
And they run rampant and run out of control. And that's why sometimes I'm professional and as a person and as just somebody who's out here in this world. And also, we have to learn to refocus. We got to refocus our own brains, because everywhere around us is, number one, it's okay. It's too much. There are not many messages telling us that this too shall pass, or everything just becomes so happy. If anybody that you know is actually dealing with anything like that, definitely listen ear and know this. Sometimes this is really quickly. It's important that you don't take so much of somebody else onto your bounce to weigh you down. Sometimes the best thing is to actually direct them. Refer out. Absolutely. Girl, I can get you the number and I'm going to drive you to the dough. I'm going to get you the number and drive you to the dough. But you have to tell people this is outside my skill set. Yeah. You know what I mean? Started off with I love you, but this is outside of my skill set. You know what I mean? So there's nothing that, sometimes, you know what I mean? But get them to the proper channels to get them help. So,
as long as they get the help. But so that was also for me. And then shout out. So it was that I definitely wanted to bring that up. I have to apologize. But also, shout out to, we had that going on, right? All cats.
Everybody is out of control.
Going crazy for the parade. Another parade. So we had like 3 parades back to back.
Yeah.
I did not participate in that parade. Yeah. However, the pictures and everything that was going on from that, it just seemed like, I'm happy for the city.
Yeah, I'm happy. There you go.
I'm happy for
the city, and I'm happy that we had an opportunity, another event that brought everybody together.
Because there was no fighting, there was no anything like that. I mean, everybody was just embracing the city. However, my Shits Award is it has something to do with that.
But we're not
I want you to tell me, we're going to have to circle back, because I need to know this thing deserves the Shits Award. But I want to get back into so my Shits Award. I really need to know.
Okay. Well, we're gonna do our Suga Honey Iced Tea next. But okay, so then also for tea time. I mean, I know that was heavy, which is cray, but definitely shout out to, because It's crazy that we started off with that, but you know, shout out to the cops because you know, like you said, you know, that was really great.
DC.
You know, we coming up, we doing our thing or whatever. That was cool. I don't be watching. I told some of my passengers that I had, I was like, look, up until about a week ago, I thought the Caps were the baseball team. I thought the Caps were the baseball team. I wasn't sure why the hell they were playing over there at Capital One.
With the Capitals.
Okay, she's, you know, in rap mode now. So, you know, I'm not sure what to do with that, but I got you. But okay, so let me give you a little bit of celebrity news. And this is because, speaking of rapper, it's not even about a rapper, but I hate to talk about you, but Blac Chyna, girl.
What is going on with Blac Chyna? Because I got something about
I needed to. I'm sorry. Okay, so the reason why I just laughed at a totally inappropriate was because I thought about the fact I just remembered that I wanted to bring Blac Chyna up in the tea time, and so I was like, this couldn't be true. This couldn't be true. Something that I thought that I overheard on the radio, but I wasn't where I. Shout out the shade room. I'm a roommate now. So I go to the shade room, and of course, I'm trying to pull it up real quick while Eb Deceleb is, you know, talking. And of course, I tune out, and then I tune back in.
What I'm talking about,
it's like super, super sad time. But anyway, the first thing I saw was there it is, and what is it?
Tell me.
A freaking tattoo. I wish when we get the capability to be able to like pull up and show you exactly what it is that I'm looking at. So she gets a tattoo on her arm. You know, Blac Chyna is covered in tattoos.
Okay, so what is so
and this was actually one thing for me because I feel like sometimes, like now, since I actually went and got tattoos, that when I'm going through something or change, or I want to like wild out, or it's either I'm wilding out and a change or something in my life, like I actually crave going to get a tattoo. That is because I'm not really
and I've been with you on a lot of your journeys.
Yeah, but all of my other tattoos, I planned on like I want this. They all have meaning. From the first one to the last one, they all were a thing for me. But now I have the bug where it's like, okay, you know what? I think I would just feel better if I just went and got some ink. You know, I just go give me some ink. So I have
to getting new ink because I myself also have quite a few, and I am itching to get one for my brother. It's like it's like a release.
Yeah,
that's what it does for me. It's almost like an orgasmic, and that ain't no curse.
She always has to have an orgasm. Everything's.
I'm a Leo.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to ask my sister about that. Shout out to my sister. Yeah, shout out to all of y'all little August babies, y'all little Leos and stuff.
Oh, Barbara's a Leo.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
cool.
Beyonce is a Leo.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay. So I'm a Leo.
Leo? Girl, get yourself together. Hey, I see a kid over here in YouTube land over here. You tell us what if because you know she is an avid fan of Beyonce. So you let us know if Beyonce is a Leo or
I think she might be a Virgo. I need her to be a Virgo because I'm not a Bay fan anyway. But get back. So what's up?
Yes. So why be in Almighty J? Did we tattoo Blac Chyna tattoo the name on her arm? Now it's a red tattoo. If you guys want to see the picture, it's on the shade room. And to be honest, like it's kind of small in comparison to all her other tattoos. So several things could have happened. They were mentioned 95.5 today that so they're talking about the tattoo, and Danny's like, "Girl, I hope you did not get a tattoo."
Stop back on the radio.
She showed Leah, baby. You know she didn't stay away from it for long, but so she's a Virgo. We just got the confirmation she's a Virgo. So
I boo Beyonce,
girl, bye. But so Danny started to talk about Blac Chyna, and that's where I started listening extra hard. They didn't say anything else about it. But she's like, please, trying to tell me that you did not tattoo that man's name on your hand, on your arm. Jay.
What man?
A man, the new man. Jay.
What man? I'm still trying to hear the man. M-A-N. What man are you talking about? If you you cannot possibly be talking about the young boy.
Yes.
So the young boy.
I'm like, what the hell?
Okay, so you're talking about the young boy.
I thought she had like pride on the brain.
Man.
This young man. I thought she was like doing this gay thing over here. So I'm
like,
I was so stuck. I was like, what? Why? What? Okay, so yes,
so the
child's name that she is, bouncing around with on her arm. And one thing was, I guess she had gotten some henna tattoo for like a video before, and so they were like, okay, well maybe it's henna, but because it's red. Some color, so we'll see if it don't rub away. But that just kind of segues into what are we doing?
Because can we talk about Infinity now?
Wait a minute, no, we need to do Suga Honey Iced TEA. So we need to talk about the Suga Honey. No, that will segue us into the Suga Honey Iced TEA. Okay, how about that?
The shit. Okay.
That was a part of tea time, but we'll just we will swoop right on into Suga Honey Iced TEA. And you know what? I need somebody else, but I'm going to nominate you, China. I'm nominating China.
You nominating China?
Okay, so, this is the Suga Honey Iced TEA segment. In Suga Honey Iced TEA, we're going to put up our nominees and we're going to see who get the shits award because we're not. So I say, you know what? That tattooing somebody's name on you. Now, granted, I'm going to have to say how I feel about this. Okay, so I have definitely thought about having a person's name tatted on me or something like a name, not necessarily their actual name. Child, because if somebody get Keleeba tattooed on them, there's nothing you can do to that. You're not going to find another Keleeba. You're not going to, whatever. It's me. It's only one GemDTwin. There's only one there, but there's definitely only one Keleeba. So yeah, and I'll be like, no, don't put GemDTwin. Put Keleeba. Well, I know it's real, all the way real.
That's that Gemini.
So yeah.
Excuse her.
So, but I have thought about doing like something symbolic, like tattoos, or maybe, something like that. And I think that's even pushing it, like the little initials, that's still kind of pushing it or whatever, just because I'm sorry, tattoos are forever. You know what I'm saying? Until they rub off in years and years and years.
Covered up.
I mean,
I've gotten anybody.
Hell no.
Okay.
Oh, I thought she was gonna say that I get a cover up. No.
So I've gotten 2 names.
Okay.
I got one name, young lady I was dating at the time. Monique got that covered up. It was
Okay, so you had Mo
covered up. Mo, and then I do have a question. If you're with someone new and they tell you to get your tattoo covered up, should you do it?
Okay, affinity subject number 2. But is that affinity subject number 2? Okay, we'll breeze through that again with the. Let me write this down. Whoa, I can't have nothing to write it down. My pen all the way over there. Okay,
no, because I got that covered up. It was in the wet. I needed to cover it up.
Okay, so you needed to cover it up anyway.
I needed to cover it. Now the other tattoo I have on my name is my ex-girlfriend Chris, who I was with for quite some time, for about 5 years. And honestly, I would never cover that up because that was a part of it taught me who I am. It had a lot to do who I am today. Yeah. So that's something, even if someone I'm dating would say, oh, you need to get that covered, that will never happen. Oh, wow. Because of the fact that this was here. Now, like I said, the Monique, young, dumb, and full of cum. But, however, this one right here, it has special meaning to me. And
she doesn't curse, but she tells you when she's full of cum.
Okay. Well, I was young. I was like, oh my God, I'm so in love. Whatever. We're talking about love. Yeah. But, however, I got this one here. It's very like you. It's very symbolic because being in that relationship taught me so much. I was in there in my 20s. It taught me so much about life and what not to do. Yeah. So that's something I would never do. Yeah.
And see, somewhat I can kind of understand that. And so I think when I say like I would do something symbolic, like I might even get a symbol, whatever. Yeah. But I think, sometimes I actually think it's a jinx to get somebody's name on you. Like, I don't know. I think
I've heard that before.
Yeah, I've heard
that
before.
That and giving shoes.
Yeah, I've heard. You know what I'm saying?
You
know what they say about the shoes? If you get somebody to give them a pair of shoes, use them to walk out your life. I think it's practical because, I mean, hey, we need shoes. You know what I mean? But at the same time, these are the superstitions. These are what they come with. And for some people, they come true. And for some people, they don't. Mm-hmm. The tattoos, though, I mean, raise your hand out there if you have, you know, somebody's name on you and you still with that person. Like, raise your hand.
That's true.
You know, let us know. Let us know. Inbox us and DM us and let us know what your story is or whatever. And you know, us dealing with infrared tattoo doctor, he couldn't cover up. He was, and I remember us doing this show, and he's like, "Listen, let me tell you, ladies, stop getting these names tatted on your body. Just stop doing it because I all them up." And so I'm just going to leave it at that. It's not my personal preference. Shout out to whoever it is. You know, do what you do. And everybody does something crazy for love. It's just that it's so scary when it's like, and I do also, though, kind of feel like that, like your name with Crystal is kind of, it's not just a crystal thing. Like crystal could be indicative of some just time in your life. 1980, 1999, you know what I mean? Something, it could, if it was a symbol or something, it would mean actually the same thing because that particular relationship, you know, it taught you so many things. You grew that particular thing, even though it's a person's name, actually, you know, this day. Mm-hmm. So sometimes if people are influential to you the same way you would tattoo your mom or whoever on you, I could kind of see it. But Black China,
but here I'm
with the shits.
So it's okay. It's okay.
I'm not with it. I'm not with it. So she's up for the award.
Here's the thing, though. For the sake of time, I'm gonna save mine because I definitely want us to get through all of our segments. But we're gonna go ahead and give Black China. She wins it by default because I'm gonna say mine until next week. Say mine until next week because it's not gonna go nowhere. It's still gonna be with
okay. Well, you get this shit forward
because if I throw mine out there, it might dumb down Black China, and I won last week, so I'm gonna let you win.
I mean, it's not between us. It's just who you know who shit you.
We're gonna give Black China the shits award. This just because she is definitely with the shit. Anyway, so moving on. I definitely want to get into our infinity part of the show. There was a lot of questions within the midst of the show. One being about the tattoo, and then two being about. When is it okay to say you love a person?
Okay, so yeah, and that's spun off of the my little freebie for the day.
Yeah,
was that today's freebie? I don't even remember.
It was yesterday.
Okay, so yesterday's freebie that I posted on GemDTwin's page, I can post it here in the T spot as well. But it's that 4-letter word, that important 4-letter word, LOVE, and
When is it okay?
Oh, Akia says Jim has two more. I sure as hell do. And that is Akia and Thomas. For life. FOE.
Oh, yeah, you do.
That's for life. That's for life. So it is what it is. I can always do that. That's my babies. They came out. They're mine.
Exactly.
I'm already branded for life. That's what that is, baby. But so that 4-letter word.
So somebody said here, and we're on the, you guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you for those who are SipsTea the Show. We have somebody here who said, but for me, that honestly, in this part of this personal experience, LOVE is just a word. Sometimes we give that to the wrong person,
absolutely,
without the meaning behind it. Mm-hmm. And that's another reason why I really remember what your quote was, because I was like, damn, if she didn't just hit it, because we throw that word out there. Oh, I love you. So why do I love you?
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? And then also, are we loving each other? Or am I just loving you?
Right, and that's important too.
That won't work.
Which is also possible. You know what I'm saying? And this goes for relationships, friendships, everything.
Anything.
You can love cannot even be prepared to lead them to love you, or.
And so then why are you throwing that word out there? And if you throw that word out there, do you expect it to be reciprocated? And if it's not, how do you deal with that?
Yeah.
So those are all like those type of questions that.
Yeah. Do we expect it? I mean, what do you guys think? Like, if you tell somebody that you love them, do you expect them to respond in kind and say, "Hey, I love you too"? Because I would rather, I know me personally, I am quick to be in the zone because I'm a loving person. Love is free to me. You know what I mean? Potentially just because in my religion, whatever, how I was told, I give you that first. But know very well what that means. Like, there are a lot of things that go with it. And this is why I said, Mary says, you better take this love. I know. You better take this love. But sometimes my quote was about the fact that before you say, you need to be prepared to love somebody, even when you don't like them. I don't like you today. Like,
unconditional love.
Unconditional love.
You gotta be prepared to unconditionally love a person, even past.
Yeah.
Because if you can't love a nigga past they're ugly, you don't deserve to love them when they're beautiful. And that's just real shit. Like, absolutely. You ain't gonna just love me when shit is good. You gotta love me when shit is bad.
You have to love the person when you are. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna like all your choices. I'm not gonna like everything that you do, but if you love someone, you do not stop loving them because I stopped liking, I don't like that you did this. Because, baby girl, you're not going to like people all the time. And I think some of that comes from your background. There are things that I've had in my background. I think I've had great examples of love and the extent of love. And that is, a blessing for me. But also, so it gives me a standing ground for where I would come from with my love.
You told me something last week.
What did I tell you?
And you guys, I want you guys to know, we don't just talk, we're about everything, so that we can not just be prepared for this show, but be prepared for each other. Yeah. And you said something to me last week, and I think it was so important, because I was always talking about, so whatever, saying you were saying, I was like, she was the perfect one, blah, blah, blah. I said, I fucked up, blah, 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 excuse my language. And you told me that her purpose was to show you how to. Do you remember you said
yeah.
I don't remember exactly what
her purpose was, to show you, or what love was supposed to look like. Yeah. So that, if this is what love is supposed to look like, then not saying that everybody is supposed to do the exact same thing, but you know what it looks like when you find it. And although you may have kind of dismissed it because you were not there, and that's the second part of that quote that I put out. You weren't there at the time. You were not ready for that. That's not where you were there. And that is okay, because that's what happened. You know what I mean? That's okay. If you're not there, you know what I mean? It's okay. And we have to be okay with it, because you can't be pressured into feel, you know what I'm saying? Because you're doing yourself a disservice, and you're doing a disservice to the other person as well. But that person comes into your life, maybe they showed you a bigger picture, like you said. That's the two person. Maybe this is the person that taught you how to love somebody else. You know what I mean? What things do I look for? How do I know if I'm being supported? How do I know, whatever the case may be? And sometimes people come into your life and they look like they're the exact person that you need, but really they're just there to show you that whatever you need was possible. Number one, you know what I'm saying? Think about all of the single mothers out here. And I actually saw a video that somebody did, and I cannot remember who it is, but there's a video. The woman, she's talking about the fact that she was a single mom with these kids, and she really felt like she was coming from a place where nobody was really going to, because not only just they have to love her, they have to love her kids, and how that was going to work out. And then she met a wonderful man, and she's like, okay, well, look. She took a long time to get close to him. And then one day she was sick. They all were sick. And, he came to the hospital.
She had the story.
But yeah, at the end of the story, basically he took on that responsibility, because that's what love is, baby girls and boys. That's what the difference between loving somebody and like just, whatever is. When you are in a relationship, or when you love somebody, and everything in life is a relationship. We have a relationship with my family. I have a relationship with my girlfriend. I have a relationship with my kids. Everything is a relationship in life. And with that relationship responsibility, if you want to maintain that relationship, there is a responsibility. We have a responsibility to each other, not just as friends, but as hosts of this show. There is a responsibility, and that is the part that makes a relationship. It's plenty of friends I don't have, you know, it's like, okay, girl, well, whatever. If you don't care whether or not you return their call or whether or not you do this, and y'all just associates.
Yeah, that's it.
You're associates, you ain't friends. So that's how that goes. I think Mary asked a question over here on YouTube, and she said, how do you accept falling out of love? And I really think that's a deep one.
Can
we like table that?
Yeah,
and like, because we're gonna have to
we have to talk.
To talk about.
Thank you, Mary, for posing that question.
Yes.
Because how do you accept falling out of love? I think that is the hardest thing to accept.
Yeah,
honestly,
falling out of love.
But I definitely want us to continue.
Because that is low. You know, I got some. Like, y'all know I hate the whole thing.
Because she would have to, because we got to make sure that we keep this show
on
the hour of the hour, and we are approaching that hour, so we definitely want to go ahead and run into
this is
what this show will be about, and will continue to be about. It's getting that feedback, tabling it, putting it on the table. Because that question that you asked, Mary, I guarantee it.
Absolutely. And that's all about the human experience. And that's what SipsTea is all about. Like we have got to start these conversations.
Absolutely.
We've got to have these conversations, and everybody needs to know that off break, you're not by yourself.
Yeah.
Like everybody is exactly feeling or wondering the same things that you do. And shout out to everybody. We see your comments.
Thank you so much
for commenting and in the conversation. Yes, because and watching and tuning in. We really, really appreciate it. But we definitely got to get through the rest of this. But these comments and these questions.
That was we can you.
I know. My pen is all the way over there. But we're gonna have to go back through these questions. We have got to do that. That might be next week's Affinity.
That might be you. Thank you.
As a matter of fact,
I think that
if you want to continue this conversation during the week, like
that was deep.
That was get deep.
So we're definitely going to pose that question on Facebook. Thank you so much for your comments. And then just bringing it back in, just really quickly talking about the detox tea. Like my co-host said, we did do the march this weekend. That was just the start of our continual detox. It's not a one-day thing. It is an everyday thing. So we do plan. But before I even speak my chaps, you got a birthday coming up.
I do. I
had to stop myself because we will be this week. I'm going to Atlanta. She's going away for her birthday.
She's leaving me for my birthday.
First birthday.
It's like, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Yeah. No, but
relationship.
Yeah, great friend you are.
But this will be the first birthday I've missed since I met you. However, it does not stop because we are going to celebrate it because my co-host, if she wants, I will let her.
Mind your business.
Oh, mind your business. But no, it is her birthday. Shout out to my co-host. Please, I will be flooding the timeline. You will be getting the pictures. Happy birthday to her. But back to the detox. We will be, once we get back to her, she's going out of town. I'm going out of town. We're going back to the gym, and we already said we're going to do it 5 days a week, and we're going to stay consistent because we do allow life to take over, but our health is important. And if that parade, when we saw those dancing stars, them elderly people moving like they was moving, and I was barely
we were dying. I'm sorry, but we were dying. We were
dying.
We were going down.
I was like, oh no,
but you know what? Okay.
It's hanging lower than this damn.
Hold on. No, I gotta give up.
We did it.
Yes, turn up. Give us a little bit of props. Yes, we did it. Number one, and we were telling each other that because you got to rephrase and you got to reframe. You got to know to celebrate your successes.
Because we did it.
Also, stay hydrated. That's one thing. We were not hydrated for shizzle, and that's one thing I gotta say. The stepper, people going to getting them drinks out the trunk.
definitely stay hydrated.
And don't forget the detox is wellness, all kinds of things, mind, body, and spirit. And I think that also, that particular walk, the parade itself, Pride Parade, all of those things were very cathartic things that kind of made good releases for us.
Downloaded a walker app, a tracer, whatever you call it, where you can trace those steps, because right now I don't have no Fitbit, so I got my phone, and so I downloaded, and I'm trying to get to do 15,000 miles per day.
I mean, my little Apple Watch will do it, but I'm gonna tell you one thing: it's so annoying when that bleep tells you, it goes in activity tracker, and it's like you didn't meet your goal, or you have more minutes to reach your goal, or something like that, and it's so annoying.
Get out there and start running.
Yeah, well, you try to make all day when you like find. Yeah, no. So sometimes it's good to be reminded, but it definitely does remind. So I didn't have to like download it. Definitely got it in on Saturday. And I'm going to tell you this. We were going to do videos after the fact, kind of like, we did videos before, so you guys can check out some of the footage from the parade. We ain't do after the fact, baby. We threw all kinds of shade on that one because I could not do any more. And I promise you this, and this is only me being real and keeping it real, like, work on yourself, honey. Like, your health, our health is so important, because let me tell you, all we did was one up and down hills. But when I say my freaking shins, my little legs so bad, I was like, it made me feel like I had not walked in like forever. So that is not happening to GemDTwin.
Look, we was out there marching. Next year we'll definitely be in shape for that shit.
Next year I'm running. I'm gonna run in the parade.
We're gonna take.
You got me messed up.
But you guys, it is our time. Our hour has approached, and our hour is. Thank you so much for watching. We will be back next Wednesday. Please continue to look out for the page. Look out for those past people we have interviewed. Look at past shows. Subscribe to the page, and also if you're brewing, hesitate to DM.
Yes, definitely DM, and don't forget we do have email address for you guys. I do check the email, maybe not every day, but I am checking the email. Our email address is UnitedSistersLikeUs@gmail.com. Oh, yeah, Eb is broke after the swear jar. Booyah! Thank you. You are the new treasurer. Yay!
Yes. Look, you and Kia love.
Y'all, yes. I don't want to hear it. We're talking about you right now. First of all, I didn't even agree to anybody's effing swear jar. So
I did good.
But so United Sisters Like Us @gmail.com. Check us out there. If you guys want to send us an email, whatever. Or if you want to tell us about somebody else, you can send us messages here on Facebook and on YouTube. Also, please go to Twitter. If you guys use Twitter, SipsTea the Show. SipsTea the Show on just about everything. Just look us up on social. SipsTea the Show. Join us. Like, comment, subscribe, comment, subscribe, and share. And we really, really appreciate it.
And I'm gonna get her password one more time.
I'm not giving them my password.
Give me your password. But y'all, thank you for watching.
I don't need your password. I don't give people my password.
Give your password, girl.
Turn your head. I'm gonna put it in. Okay. Shoot. What you need that password for? Yeah.
And here we go. And I think we're gonna end out with, once again, we don't own
the rights to nothing but these today. Oh yes, but while she's figuring out her music and everything, yes, the kid's birthday is coming up.
Oh, you want to hear because it's your birthday? Get your birthday dance on the way out. What song you want to hear? I got one for you. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Watch it. Okay, I already saw what it is, and I should have known it was going to be that. But yeah,
I just love it.
The kid's birthday is coming. The kid's going, turn a little age. We're going to take a little. What the hell? She got to play the music. I mean, the commercials too. I think I'm gonna get some more ink. What y'all think? Because Ariel was looking.
Can we go together?
Yeah. Oh, hey, and shout out to Mary because housewarming. Yes. Very proud of you and happy for you. girl, you are brewing your tea out
Yeah,
there.
hello.
And to be honest, girl, out there, if
But you said
I was leaving, but we definitely will.
Yeah.
We definitely will.
We're coming out.
Yes, yes.
Kia, you coming too? And we out. Birthday girl. Turn It's your birthday.
Give me your son to remember. Trying to make love in the sprinter. Could you drop a nigga like Kimber? Looking like a right swipe on Tinder.
Hey.
Shit on these hoes. Shit. Let him out with some.
Oh, this your song.
She did a hair little song.
And this is special for you.
SipsTea.
This is special. This is special.
You got your new shirt.
Make some noise.
If it's your birthday, make some noise. If it's your birthday, make some noise. If it's your birthday, make some noise. If it's your birthday, make some noise. Make some noise. If it's your birthday, make some noise. If it's your birthday, make some noise. Hello.
If it's your birthday, make some noise.
Hey.
If it's your birthday, make some noise. 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 Make some noise. If it's your birthday, some noise. If it's your birthday, make some noise. If it's your birthday, make some noise.
Hey.
Shout out to all the Geminis.
We had to turn up for my girl's birthday real quick so y'all can turn up with her, but we want to do something for her because she's turning. At age, people don't even see sometimes.
She can't wait till it's like release all my shit.
Hey.
Hey.
All right, you guys, now we're out. We gave you 12 minutes of crazy.